What's going on this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trey, and this is E2G Sports Network presents Sports More Formation Morning Sports Talk. So come on and fall in with us as we get to the sports topics for this morning. My man Bishop should be here shortly, momentarily. As we know, if you heard yesterday, he's enthralled in making some moves as he got to get ready for a couple of things. So we should see him. For the most part, he showed up when he when he needed to yesterday, in which we were able to have a conversation in reference to Oklahoma. Excuse me. Well, of course, there's plenty to talk about, plenty to be on and get in reference to. Um, y'all know, yesterday NBA Media Day, yesterday Monday Night Football. Um, so plenty to talk about. So where do we start? You know where I would like to start. It's unfortunate that Bishop is not here for yet another uh, conversation in college football, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Maybe he'll catch up on it. Maybe he shows up in just around the right amount of time to where we'll talk about it from there. So hold on, let me see. Let me get a second. I'm sorry. Pull it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. I hope y'all enjoyed the games last night, college football and everything. So correction, the Monday Night Football. So before we get into that Monday Night Football talk or the NBA talk, uh, let's speak about this. Y'all know when a couple of weeks ago, we talked about a top 30 that staff writer Bill Conley came up with, where he basically discussed or gave a ranking from his perspective on when we're talking about the top teams that are undefeated. At that particular time, it was a total of 30 teams that were undefeated. At this point, it's transverse. It's a little way later, and now currently 21 teams in the NCAA football FBS remain undefeated. 21 total teams. That means 9 teams have lost since the last time we've discussed and talked about this, in which Conley basically writes and gives a ranking to these teams. So it was last time we had there was something to be said or talked about, because for the most part, when we take a team like, let's say, USC, who is currently the top 6 in the country right now, when we last looked at this list, they were, I believe, at number 9 or number 10. But Bill Conley, writer Bill Conley, ESPN senior staff writer Bill Conley, had them rated at like a number 18 when it came to all the FBS teams that were undefeated. So I haven't looked at this list, so I want to get as much as the all factor as you all do when we look at this. So I want to see, has USC moved up, and has he gave them their respect, in which they have presumably earned at this point. Unfortunately, we won't be hearing teams like Oklahoma because they're no longer undefeated. If it was the top one lost teams, maybe, but it's not. It's the undefeated. So of course, when you look at that, number 21, who was number 30 at the time, now they're number 21, still last when you think of it. If you put it in perspective, they were the top 30, where they were last, in the top 21, they're last. But in case, I guess it's the teams that they're at, up against Coastal Carolina at number 21. Um, at number 20, Syracuse, still undefeated. What's good, Freddie? Glad to see you in formation, brother. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to have you here. At number 19, James Madison. At number 18, like we talked about, them Blue Bloods in college basketball, currently undefeated. Number 18, Kansas. As we all know, they're ranked pretty high. I think they have a high ranking as well in the top 25. What's good, Eric? What's good, brother? Glad to see you in formation. Uh, Good morning. At number 17, TCU, still undefeated. Um, Number 16, UCLA. At number 15, Florida State. Number 14, Washington. Okay, let's go. Pac 12. That's all I say for now. Pac 12, let's go. Number 14, undefeated, top ranked undefeated teams that we're going through. North Carolina State at number 13. Number 12, another blue blood in college basketball. Kentucky, number 12. So you got Kansas and Kentucky. We know correction. I think Duke nor North Carolina would be in here. I think they both took an L this past weekend. So I don't think either one of those are undefeated still when it comes to blue bloods that are doing their thing in football, blue blood basketball. And here we go with the disrespect. The USC Trojans, number 11, when it comes to the undefeateds, in Bill Conley's opinion, mainly because of strength of schedule, which they consider to be number 19. Number 10, Minnesota Golden Gophers holding their own. Number 9, Penn State. Number 8, Ole Miss undefeated. Oklahoma State at number 7. We did get an Oklahoma mention, I see. Wait, what do we have here? The man shows up just as we were speaking and talking about it. Bishop, I was just going over the top ranking for the teams that are undefeated. And I had a little soliloquy. I basically said maybe if it was the top 1 lost teams, then Oklahoma probably would be in there. But since we're talking about the top undefeated ones, Oklahoma wouldn't be in this particular this conversation. But Oklahoma State is. And it's disrespectful because Oklahoma State is number 7 while they have USC as number 10. But of
That
course
makes sense. No, that makes plenty of sense. That makes plenty of sense. Yeah, Oklahoma State has a harder conference.
they stripped the schedule is one of the things they take into
Yes,
consideration with the
exactly,
rank.
exactly.
But
That makes
USC is 19th in the strength of schedule, and Oklahoma is 15th. Like that's not too much difference.
that's four above. That's enough. Yeah, yeah.
Tennessee's number 6. Oh, go ahead. You're saying
No, I'm,
everyone
I'm good. I'm good.
y'all know Bishop. Everyone y'all know Bishop. He's here.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. You're right. I am here. I am here. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I am here. I am here. What's going
Oh,
on,
Jesus.
WGO? How y'all living this morning?
Yes, yes. So of course, rounded out the last 6. Tennessee is number 6. Clemson number 5. Michigan number 4. Number 3, Ohio State. Number 2, Alabama, and number 1 is Georgia. As we talk about the conversation with the top undefeated teams in the NCAA, I just continue with the all my life situation because no matter what, this is what we have to put up with. Additionally, even Bishop taking consideration that Oklahoma State was the only team.
What up, Britt? What up, Freddie? What up, Freddie?
Oklahoma State was the only team in the top
What up, Eric?
25 that.
Mm-hmm.
What correction? Oklahoma State was the only team
Get it right.
from the Big 12 that was ranked above the other Pac-10 teams in the Pac-12 teams in the top 25 this week. Because they're like number 4 to 13, 14, and 16 or something like that. And then of course USC is number 6. So y'all was number 6, right?
We were with number 6. Yes, correct.
And now you're number 18. Do you feel like that was justified to drop 12 spots for
It's
from a
fine.
standpoint?
It really doesn't matter because we like I said, we've been here before. We've done it the last few seasons. We draw,
Mm-hmm.
we lose a game
You
that we
just got
should
to
lose,
basically record.
and we gonna bounce right back, come right back, and then and make the playoffs, college football playoffs, like we always do.
So now y'all have Texas that y'all have to play, but I think you feel pretty good about Texas,
Yeah,
especially
we got
with
Kansas
Ewers
this week.
being out.
We got
Hmm.
Kansas this week. Then we got Texas for the regular
That's
season.
this is your chance here. If y'all knock off a top ranked Kansas team,
Oh yeah,
then
we
y'all
knocking
in
off
there.
Kansas. Yeah, we knocking off Kansas.
So someone got to get
We
this
knock.
work.
Yeah, somebody getting this work. Yeah, we knocking on Kansas. We knocking on Kansas. Then we gonna go. We head hunting for Texas right after that. So yeah, not gonna happen. You crazy man? Get out of here. You crazy if you think we not gonna knock off Kansas. We knocking off Kansas. Kansas, they
It's
still
like it's set.
undefeated.
It's like it's set. Yeah, they're the top. They're like a top 8, top 10 team. It's like
Oh
there is like
yeah,
Kansas has been.
baby. Oh
It's
yeah,
blood.
baby.
It's like they
Hey,
just.
that's it right. Perfect. That's it. Perfect. We
Uh,
lose to K State and Kansas is right next. Oh yeah, we finna come in there and punch them dead in the mouth. We finna come punch them
it's
dead
like
in
this.
the
Go
mouth.
get back in the
Okay.
gym.
Well,
You gonna
we
tell
gonna
them
show
get
you
back in the
just
gym.
how weak they not. How weak you say they not. I'm gonna show you. Watch, man. We finna. What time do we play Kansas, man? I don't even know. Man, y'all done got me all man. What time do we play these cats, bro? Week 4, week 5. Let me see. We play. We lost. Week. Ooh, what time do we play? Oh no, we don't play Kansas this week. No, we
Who
don't.
y'all play this week?
TCU.
Oh, that's another one. They're undefeated.
TCU. They not. They are undefeated, but they not ranked.
Yeah, they're not ranked, but they're undefeated.
Mm.
That goes a long way though. That could give some. In my opinion, they're looking to get y'all back, move y'all back up anyway.
Yeah,
So
we that's cool. I mean, even with us beating TCU, being that they undefeated, we might move up
y'all
depending on
good
what
because it's a lot.
whatever
Yeah, it's a
above us.
bunch. It's like five. It's five undefeated
Oh,
games. So yeah,
oh, because Oklahoma State played Baylor, so
So
right
one
there,
of
that
them,
game right
yeah,
there,
one of them is going to give you at least this
yeah.
opportunity to move up one.
And
So
Kentucky
yeah,
play Ole Miss. Kentucky's number 7
hmm
versus number 14,
yeah.
4
So
and
it's
0 Ole Miss.
plenty. Y'all could
Oh yeah, so
y'all
it's plenty.
potentially be in the top 25, top
Yeah,
15, or the
yeah,
top, yeah, top 15, top 12. If y'all
easy.
knock off TCU, who was an undefeated
Hmm.
team, yeah. So it's sitting pretty for y'all.
Yeah, it definitely can happen. Oh yeah, definitely can happen. Oh okay, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
TCU offense look good, so yeah, it's definitely yeah,
Oh
it's a
yeah,
possibility.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah,
We could definitely we could definitely pop back up in the top. We beat TCU. We probably should at least. Well, like I said, it all depends on all them
yeah.
people in front of
I
because
think y'all guarantee. I think you'll guarantee at least the
Washington
top.
playing UCLA. Yeah,
Yeah,
Washington
so
playing UCLA this
now
week,
if
and Washington
If
15.
UCLA is able to knock off Washington, that's going to be good standing because UCLA is currently undefeated. That they're currently number 2 in
Right,
the
but they're not
Pac-12.
ranked.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not ranked, so they're basically in the same
yeah.
position as TCU. So in
Mm-hmm.
any case, say if UCLA gets the dub, then they're going to move up. Washington is going to fall a little. UCLA is going to probably move into the top 25, and then and now you have a position where now you've knocked off like another yet again you have another opportunity for Oklahoma. So right now Oklahoma's sometimes it doesn't matter to lose. Um, well, in y'all
It's
case
okay
it's a
if you
little
lose early
yeah
because
yeah
when you lose early, you got plenty of games left to make up for all of it.
because so many people have to. You just have to
Right,
control it. It's just definitely without any case you still control your destiny. But if you lose her
right.
early, you have other teams that help you out, and you com- completely control your destiny at that point
Yeah.
because you can't lose again, basically.
Right, right. You can't take a
So
two
yeah,
game
so
loss.
yeah, it can't do that unless the stars line up and the football gods smile heavily upon you, and
Yeah,
you have a week where a bunch of top 20, top 10 teams just happen to go down, and it's like whoa, and then you put you in playing position again, and you beat a top 25 team or top 10 team. So, but yeah, so it's more to be seen. Of course, it's more football to be played. Is all for uh fodder and saying laughs and giggles and stuff like that when you come down to it, because in all actuality all our teams is in trouble because Michigan was in trouble with Maryland.
yeah,
Eh, Georgia ain't our team, but Georgia was in trouble with Kent State, which was completely unexpected. um, the only one that really handled their team was of course Alabama and Ohio State, in
right.
which yeah, but Georgia was in trouble, USC was in trouble, Michigan was in trouble. So but
Yeah.
I do. So moving in a little more, it was a lot of. I don't know. Did you get a chance to look at any of the media day yesterday for NBA?
No, I didn't even know they had media day yesterday.
So they had media day yesterday. Of course, what they talked. The season is 20 days away, uh, for the most part, and a couple of organizations got on. Of course, a couple of them chose three out of the ones in which I listened to. I listened to Boston a little. Of course, they was gonna have their situation when you take a look at the whole Emi Aduka situation and
Hmm.
that stuff going on there. Golden State spoke a little bit. Philadelphia talked a little bit.
Hmm.
Brooklyn, Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Clippers. So I gleaned some things from a couple of those things. So for us to talk about, of course, two being our teams, the Lakers and the Brooklyn squad.
Mm-hmm.
I recollect some of the things. So a few things. So to get into the meat potatoes, let's start with BK. Stand up. Let's
Mm-hmm.
go, Brooklyn. So interestingly enough, in this media day, you know what was the front and center piece of this of the conversation. Um, Guard Kyrie Irving, of course, talked about how he lost 4 years, $100 million, basically for not be, for being unvaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
So of course he brought up and said that in his opinion, what
Mm-hmm.
happened is that they were not able, they kind of discontinued conversations as far as him signing due to the fact of he was unvaccinated. They started
Mm-hmm.
looking and recognizing that, okay, Sean Marks basically stated and talked about, yes, of course that's what happened because he was unvaccinated. We didn't know what was going on. He's like, the mandate was per the city, and the city was
Mm-hmm.
saying that certain things couldn't happen. Kyrie decided not to be vaccinated. Um, Kyrie said it was an ultimatum given by the organization. Sean Marks, the GM, states that it wasn't an ultimatum given. It was just that he decided, he made a decision and he decided it. He's like Sean Marks said he stood with Kyrie Irving, but he said he started recognizing and realizing that there's other things that are in play here, at stake here. So he had to go about. So Kyrie basically talked about that. But they all state that Kyrie know what he has to do to make it to free agency next year, and what he has to do to be sought after for the most part. So he's basically, they say he's dialed in on that, and that's basically what he's going for upon doing is dialing in and working at getting this season. So of course it traversed a little to your man KD. Number what was he number top 10 in the ESPN 100 top 100
Mm-hmm.
players. KD, what was he, number eight? I think he was number eight.
Six. No, eight.
No, LeBron
Eight.
was six.
Eight.
Yeah,
Because
he was
LeBron was six. Eight. Yeah,
yeah.
he was eight.
So KD basically talked about how he talked about his stuff came from more of a career standpoint, in which he brung up. He's like, yeah, yeah, these things happen. He's like, we was going in. He's like, basically, he set the table as we were going in after we had just challenged the then um, NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks, took him to game 7. He had a feeling of if they came back and they had all their pieces there, that they should be a contender for the NBA championship, which is this past season. He said, of
Mm-hmm.
course, none of that happened. He's like, they came back. Kyrie Irving wasn't there due to the vaccination situation. Um, James felt a certain type of way, and all that was going on. He said, and then come to find out, just none of that. So he looked at it as, I just signed a 4-year extension to be here, and what I signed for is no longer even present. And so he started looking at that. He said he took certain feelings and thoughts to that.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, he started talking about how, saying I was committed. He's like, I committed to this organization, and upon that commitment, the decisions just start unraveling in front of his eyes. He talked about, he looked at the fact that he's like, I'm 31 years old. I'm getting older. I don't have time to waste. And he's like, the team wasn't constructed. He's like, it would just start taking issues with all that type of stuff. And he started speaking about, he's like, he even took had an issue with how he's like, he had to bring it. He's like, one of the basically in state is, he said the reason he spoke about it is he didn't like the direction of why the team was going, and he decided to go talk to the president about it. Of course, we know in hindsight that some of the issue was with his head coach, and the ability of the head coach and the GM to work together to do what they have to do. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, that's where he took the issues with. And he's like he didn't want to say anything during the season because he didn't want to be a distraction. So he waited till after the season was over, and he spoke his mind and his piece. And that
Mm-hmm.
was what came out to be the whole trade request thing and all that type of stuff. So hearing this, Bishop, you as a Brooklyn Nets fan, how does that make you feel about the team going forward and
It
your
don't make me
leaders,
feel.
quote unquote?
It don't make me feel any type of way until they get on the court and show, improve what they can do as a team and can gel
Mm-hmm.
together. Um, I am. I'm really not concerned about what's being said outside of the gym, outside of the
And
gym,
basically everything else
outside
is
of the
in
teams.
past. That's all
Yeah,
past stuff
it's
now.
irrelevant. Yeah, all of what happened in the past is the past. It's relevant right now. We need to know what you're going to do now,
Mm.
forthcoming in the upcoming season. Upcoming season. And no overdraft fees. What the hell? Oh, yeah, just want
I was about to say
I
we
want to
got
know
we
what.
got ad. We
I
got
know,
ads
right?
going.
Yeah, it's like where that come from? That was just random too, out of nowhere. Yeah. My apologies. I don't own the rights to that, but anyway, we don't own the rights to that. But anywho, yeah, I don't want to hear about what happened last season. Last season is over and done with. We already crowned it. They've already crowned the champion. Who
Off
cares about
season's
what happens?
done.
Yep,
Well,
off
somewhat,
season
somewhat.
done. Spring, fall, or what is it? Spring, or
Spring training, spring summer
yeah,
training
training
session.
is
Yeah,
over. They done that. They done the
summer.
rookies,
Yeah,
the whatever league. They done that. You know what I'm saying? So all of that is irrelevant. Let's focus on what's coming up. Like you said, we about to start the NBA season here. What 2 weeks?
2.5 weeks. Yes, sir.
2.5 weeks. So let's focus on that and let's leave what's in the past and let's move forward. Richard Applewhite, do not come on here with this nonsense. We gonna get to this game, but y'all were not impressive at all.
Oh, that's how you hit it with the.
Hey, man,
With
they weren't. They weren't. We all know the Giants shouldn't be 2-0. We know that. We knew they was one of the first teams. I'm surprised. The only reason the Giants should have been the first team to lose, to go to lose their first game. Uh, yeah, they should have been the first team to go lose their first game. Kansas City, no, all of that. It is what it is. But we'll get to that. We get to that. We still in the NBA right now. But yeah, let's go. Let's go, Brooklyn. Stand up, like he said. BK in the building. Let's go.
So, interestingly enough, one of the other teams that we saw, while it was very short for the most part in reference to the conversation, but the New Orleans Pelicans,
Mm-hmm.
they came back. I seen Zion. Zion is looking pretty good.
Yeah,
Like
he's
you see,
excited.
he's slimmed down.
Yeah, he
He's
has.
excited. You know, what I'm saying he's ready to go. A certain type of build. They talked about one of the players, Larry Nance Jr. basically spoke about how you have a Lamborghini. He's like, with a Lamborghini, you ain't putting that low level stuff in the Lamborghini. He's like, you put in
Right.
97, 90, um,
Octane
yeah,
fuel.
that high octane fuel. He's like, that's so.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so he basically was correlating Zion as a Lamborghini for New Orleans, and he has to be careful of what he puts in his body for fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So now, basically, Zion has stated that he's been a little cautious and more conscious of his nutrition. And so
Mm-hmm.
now, basically, seemingly he has found nutrition. He's hired a trainer. He's hired a chef to basically work and do this stuff. So now you're looking at a whole different Zion Williamson, presumably, in which we all know C.J. McCollum was just extended 2 years, $64 million, to line up with Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson's contracts as their big
Mm-hmm.
three is in place. So I don't know. Maybe it's going to be uh, maybe it's going to be a situation going forth in which maybe New Orleans might be formidable. We'll see. We might be in the building to catch one of those. I have to talk to you about that, Bishop. But in any case, New Orleans is revved up and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, in any fashion, Anthony Price brings up and talks about something. So this little particular piece is a little suspect, in my opinion. As I listened and watched the Lakers conversation and them talking about their media day, some things were said, Bishop, and I'm going to want your take on it. Of course, anyone else would say it. So, of course, first and foremost, Los Angeles Lakers forward center Anthony Davis stated and talked about how they have the mindset, the Lakers have the mindset that we are underdogs. That's the
Mm-hmm.
mindset going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of having three potential Hall of Famers. You know what? I stand corrected. Is Anthony Davis a Hall of Famer? I
Not
don't
yet.
know. That's two, at least two. We have at least two Hall of Famers in um Westbrook and LeBron James. Um, so Anthony Davis talked about how they're going forth. They are underdogs. The team was looked at as underdogs after the season in which they were favored to be in the national champ, be in the NBA championship. It didn't go as such. They basically now are playing uh, in that mindset, underdog. They didn't even make the play-in tournament last year. So, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Those things are prevalent. He's like, he missed 42 games last year. LeBron missed 26. Russell Westbrook had a problem trying to get his footing and having an understanding between him and Coach Vogel last year. It was just a complete disarray. Now Anthony Davis feel that they're in the position, they're in the right position. He feel like he's going to dial back in. He's going to do what he did when he first came to the Lakers and be aggressive and not, you know, saying leave anything to chance. So he has a different mindset, right? He goes
Mm-hmm.
further to say, in which the conversation switched a little bit, uh, and then the conversation became about Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook stated that he's all in LA, right? He states
Mm-hmm.
and talks about how he is ready to go. He's willing to do anything that is asked of him, which includes coming off the bench if need be. Coming off the bench, which he hasn't done since his rookie season or college, to make things happen, to basically get LA what it is that they're searching for. What we do, we win championships. Now, what starts to go a little iffy and stuff like that, in my opinion, is LeBron James starts to speak about Darvin Ham and LeBron James both had things to speak about in reference to Westbrook. And so what the conversation became is they all was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to get him um we're trying to get him exactly what he needs. He's a potential Hall of Famer, and all basically that's missing. And basically saying that Russell Westbrook absolutely can help the organization. Quote from LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then even further, LeBron says, "I look forward to being a part of the journey with him this year. For I'm looking forward to a great year for him." As James quoted, he is embarking on his 20th season in the NBA, and I'm going to be right there with him. Now, this is where it changes a little bit, Bishop. Guess
Mm-hmm.
what was the next words out of Mr. James's mouth?
Hmm.
As long as he is still wearing purple and gold, that is.
Mm. Is that a hidden message?
Oh, wait, there's more. GM Rob Palinka comes in and has his own conversation in which they talk, and they talked about how he said is a Russell is a great part of the team, but if we have to continue to upgrade the roster throughout the season, we will.
Mm. Sounds
And
like
then
Russell might be on the hot seat.
even further, Mr. Palinka, Rob Palinka explained that he means parting with the Lakers. He basically said that parting with the Lakers 2027 and 2029 first round picks in any trade that involves Westbrook, he is open for that if it is the right deal.
Mm. Russell may be up out of there. Russie Russ. Maybe coming home, maybe coming up out of there.
That's
Ooh-wee.
crazy. That's exactly, ain't that
After
exactly what it sounds
they
like?
done
Like
paid him all this money and extended his contract.
everyone
Now they
getting
talking about,
comfortable. Yeah,
now
they
they talking about getting rid
talking
of him.
about they talking. Yeah, you know, saying LeBron getting Dennis Schroeder, in which
Mm-hmm.
he's not in camp yet because they're having issues with his visa because we know he's from Germany, so they're having issues with Dennis Schroeder's visa. But yeah,
How they
that's
having
that's
trouble with his visa when he's been here all this time?
yeah. But he went back to play for the. It's something going on, but they're
Oh,
having issues with the visa situation. So it's like wow. So when I heard that, I was like, well, when LeBron that rung clear to me. LeBron saying, as long as Westbrook is still wearing purple, gonna go. That is.
ooh, I feel like that's a hidden message right there, dog. I
That
feel like
does. That sounds. That does. It
that
sounds
sounds like
very
a hidden
suspect,
message.
doesn't it?
Yeah, that sounds like somebody ain't finna be that long. That sounds like somebody on their way up. Sounds like if
It's
they get the right player mentioned to come to the Lakers, Look like he could possibly be up out of there, dog. Mm.
Why say he trying to what really Applewhite? That's how you feel?
What do you say? Lakers are being slick, trying to get more for Westbrook's contract than he worth. Ooh, that might be true. You might have a point there, Applewhite, because his stock level has definitely probably went down a bit. I would say. I think that's a fair assumption after his abysmal season. Yeah, we shall
Oh,
see. We shall see.
so yeah, so that's what's going on in the NBA. Of course, of course everyone had media day, but those are the biggest points in which I took from the media day. Of course, Steph talked about him bumming back. Joel Embiid talked about how he, saying it was asking questions if he was trying to go after the accolades anymore or anything like that. If he thought he was a Hall of Famer, he
Mm-hmm.
said it's funny how now how awards have basically started to formulate those type of things for you. He's like, at this point, he's like, he came 2 seasons in a row. He's been the runner up for Player of the Year or MVP, in which, of course, he lost both years to Nikola Jokic. And he's like, at this point, he doesn't care anymore. He's like, if it comes, it comes, but he's not worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Half of that contract.
I don't.
Dwight to get in
I
the
don't
Hall of
think.
Fame.
I don't think. I don't think Dwight Howard's a Hall of Famer. In my opinion, I don't.
No,
No. For what?
them
For what?
early years when he was with Orlando, he was a Hall of Famer.
And how many? How many?
Defensive player of the year, multiple
No.
defensive player of the years.
No. Not in my opinion.
As
Not.
the first his rookie year, they go to the was it? Oh, that wasn't
No.
his rookie year.
No.
I
I
think
don't.
Dwight gets in.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
He's maybe not a first ballot,
He
but he's a
definitely
Hall
not a
of
first
Famer.
ballot. He's definitely not a first ballot. He's definitely not a first ballot at all. That
Here we
part.
go with
That part, Anthony. That
Actually,
part,
a
Anthony.
lot of them are like you know what I'm saying.
That part,
Let's just
Anthony. Thank you, Anthony.
watch Robert Horry at some point gets into the NBA. I mean, Hall of
He
Fame. I
should.
think he should already be in on somebody's team. I think so. He's
He
probably
should
already
be.
a Hall of Famer.
He should be it.
Big shot, Rob.
Yeah.
But
Big Shot
yes,
Bob. Yeah, he should be.
for the most part, a lot they are Anthony. It's
No,
just fact. It's just
no, they're
common fact.
not. No, they're not. No,
A
they're
lot
not.
of them are.
Oh my god.
Currently, 2.5 are playing on the team now.
Two and a
That's still
half.
playing.
Who's the two and a
Yeah,
half? Who's the two and a half?
Anthony Davis. He's still out
He's
there.
not.
But
No. And who's the other one?
Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer.
Mm,
LeBron is a Hall of Famer.
I give LeBron a Hall of Famer. Westbrook is not a first ballot. He's not a first ballot.
You know what? He might be, man.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No,
He's
not.
he's the first.
For what years? Houston years? Oklahoma City years? Which years?
OKC, his OKC years.
But he did better in Houston. Oh, well, it was Houston when he had the triple doubles. He wasn't doing triple doubles in OKC.
Yeah, he did his first 2 years. The last 2 years of his contract, he used triple doubles in OKC. That's where it started at. He won the 2 MVPs there. Or the MVP, one MVP there.
One MVP, yeah. But he not. He not.
He's
Robert
here.
should definitely be a Hall of Fame. I told
no, why should Robbie be a Hall of Famer?
Man, what?
7,
Big
I get
Bob,
it.
like
Thank you,
just
Wayne.
said.
Thank you, Wayne. Enter the conversation.
Applications
What
for the
you
greatest
say?
team in the military are due
Oh,
by
yeah.
October the
I see
14th.
this.
Westbrook is certainly first ballot. The NBA Hall of Fame is from the NFL. The greatest team in the military.
He talk about their team. Their his
October 14th.
Fort
They got a thing. They got
Fort Cart, South Carolina. What's that? Fort Jackson. Fort Jackson. Yeah.
What's going on in Fort Jackson?
He's getting ready to start the varsity level tryouts.
Oh, okay.
Military basketball tryouts.
Okay.
But yes, like I said, definitely he is. I don't know about Rob. Like, I don't know about Robert Horry.
But my Big Shot Bob is, man. Big Shot Bob is definitely a Hall of Famer.
For what? For winning 7 championships?
That part.
As a contributor?
That
he
part.
Maybe won 2 as a starter. That's when
But he definitely made key wins in a bunch of those games.
So that's deserving of
Key
a Hall of
shots.
Fame.
Yes, and plus he got 7 rings. Come on,
Is
guy.
John Paxson a Hall of Famer outside of being on the is John Paxson a Hall of Famer outside of being on the those
Good morning,
NBA
Coach
teams?
Hunter. John Paxson?
Yes, because
No.
basically that's what Robert Horry was.
No,
John
but
Paxson.
no. I wouldn't say that. John Paxson hit 1. Robert Horry hit many. Paxson hit 1. Robert hit few. Come on, bro. Don't do that. If Horry's a Hall of Fame, then Derek. No.
I gotta be.
How? Stop
Bruh.
it, bro. Y'all.
They
stretching.
are not
Y'all
Hall of
stretching
Famers.
Y'all
They are not Hall of Famers. Derek Fisher
stretching.
has 4 rings.
I
All
got
in Los
you.
Angeles. Robert Horry has 7 rings.
In all different places.
3 from 3 teams.
John Paxson and Robert Horry are not Hall of Famers. I don't care how many rings he has. That is crazy.
John Paxson has 3 rings.
I can't believe you, Coach Hunter. I can't believe you. Say it again. Big Shot Rob and Fisher will be GOAT.
No, they are not Hall of Famers. That is like blasphemous. That's disrespectful even.
How? How is that disrespectful? How is Big Shot Bob disrespectful by putting him in the Hall of Fame?
You know what?
How is that disrespectful?
We're gonna have to definitely have this conversation about.
We definitely.
We don't went from.
Make sure you invite. Make sure you invite Hunter, Coach Hunter. Yeah, all of them.
Because
Wayne,
this is like because we talk about prerequisites for what a GOAT is. So now we need to put prerequisites for what a Hall of Famer is.
That's
so rings are a prerequisite for Hall of Famers.
I'm not saying rings. I don't think any of those players' jerseys are retired with their organizations.
That's a point. That's a good point. Is that a prerequisite?
So I'm about to ask. So your jersey got to be retired for you to be a Hall of Famer. Is what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I'm saying that leads you to it. Like
we talk about rings. Rings don't. You just said, Coach Hunter, that rings don't make you a Hall of Famer. So a retired jersey does. Like, come on, bro.
I think what we try to say at a minimum, if your organization
just recognizing you, bro.
Yeah, that's the
first. And if you say Dwight Howard's a Hall of Famer, Amari Stoudemire is a Hall of Famer.
No, hell no. What?
Oh my God,
that is not even close. That's disrespectful to Camaro Amari
Everything is disrespectful to you, Trey. Everything.
That is. Like, listen what we're saying. We're saying that for one, we're saying that. Oh man, y'all are ridiculous.
You just giving it to Dwight Howard for Defensive Player of the Year. That's what you giving him accolades for. That's all you putting him in the Hall of Fame for is for Defensive Player of the Year. What else you putting him in there for?
Look at it. Wait, he
can't. What did he contribute to a team
that won a championship? Defensive Player of the Year.
4-time defensive. Did they win a championship when he won Defensive Player of the Year?
No, but so
that's irrelevant then. That's irrelevant. That matters none. That matters none.
So think about it like this. Let's put this in perspective, right?
Here comes Coach Hunter with the same thing. Oh, we disrespect Dwight Howard because he's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Wow, really?
So think about it like this. Okay, if we talk about individual accolades, right? A 4-time Defensive Player of the Year is an individual accolade. Winning a ring is a team event. Robert Horry contributed to winning a ring 7 times. Only 2 times was he really the big part of those rings. That's when he started out as a rookie and stuff in Houston. When he was with LA, he was a contributor. He saved us a couple of times. When he was in San Antonio, he was a contributor. He saved them a couple of times, which led to his 7 rings. No, not taking anything away from Robert Horry, but
what's the but? You can't. What is the but? What is the but? There's the disrespect right there when you add a but. When you add the but and you sit here and you talk about Robert Horry, who's won rings 4 teams by making clutch shots, then you're talking about a defensive player, 4-time defensive player who's not run rings for nobody. He did not win. He was on a team that won a ring, but he didn't. LA. He was on a team who won rings in LA. He was not a huge contributor of that at all. Ring is a team with Hall of Fame's individual stat. I don't think it matters how many rings you have to be a Hall of Famer. Agreed. I totally agree with you, Eric, on that part. However, so if that's the case, why are we talking about Dwight Howard's 4-time Defensive Player of the Year?
because the individual accolade, they need that. That sets you apart from your peers. No different from getting the Audie, becoming a part of the Audie Murphy Club in the Army. It sets you apart from your peers. That doesn't make you that doesn't make you. It makes you a clear cut candidate for the next level potentially, or in state as a senior level. But it
So
separates you from your peer. That's an individual accolade. But if you win the Philip A. Conley Award,
that's a group. That's a team
that's
award.
a team award. So now
Right.
it puts you in a position of like, okay, so then when they look at your records for the next level, yes, they see that you won the Philip Conley Award, but then also they look at, okay, have you been a drill sergeant? Have you been a recruiter? Have you been have you are a member of the Audie Murphy Club? What else have you done? EOA, EOL, no saying EO battalion brigade. So those things make a difference as opposed to you won the Philip A. Conley Award, or your unit was won numerous safety awards and stuff like that. Those make differences. So you're like, quote unquote, if your next promotion to a senior level was to be was quote unquote the Hall of Fame or continue going on, those things make a difference. So that's all I'm saying is Robert Horry.
So do you really
Yeah,
think? So do you think that? Do you think Tracy McGrady deserves to be a Hall of Famer?
he
From
is,
what
and he did.
he is, but do you deserve? Does he deserve to be a Hall of Famer?
Um,
I didn't add
I
as
so I
Reggie Miller because I do feel like Reggie Miller deserves to be. But do you think Tracy McGrady? Honestly, do y'all think Tracy McGrady deserves to be a Hall of Famer? Honestly,
I have my questions. I won't lie.
okay, okay. So because if Tracy McGrady deserves to be a Hall of Famer, then Penny Hardaway deserves to be a Hall of Famer, right?
Hmm.
What? There's nothing to about that. What is there to
Ron, you walked in, get your man. This dude is Ron. Ron, brother.
Yeah. You
So
walked into this nonsense these cats is talking about that. Come on, man. Like, come on. So Westbrook is a Hall of Fame because he puts up triple doubles but no rings. This is what Trey said. Trey says he's a Hall of Famer. Trey says he's a
Westbrook
Hall
is
of
a Hall of
Famer because
Famer.
of triple,
Yeah,
but
he is.
because of what? His triple doubles, right? His individual accolades, right?
The,
That's what
no,
you're
so
saying.
the triple doubles is just is a display of him as an individual, to where
Right.
like that it sets him apart from his peers. That's basically what happens. He's like the Hall of Fame is elite. Westbrook is an elite player, was, or at that particular time he was enough of I think he was enough of an elite player to earn a Hall of Fame career. I'm not saying that he's going to be
Are you
necessarily a first ballot, but I
valid or not?
think he's definitely a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer. His
But
career
but
is Hall
but
of
Tom,
Fame. Is
but Tracy McGrady isn't, or is it? Because you never said Tracy McGrady whether he is or isn't.
I looking at Tracy McGrady's career, he is, but I don't think he was a first ballot. Is what I'm saying. I didn't believe he was a first ballot Hall of Famer.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you. What'd you say? Bro, it's funny how everything just left. I didn't hear nothing you said. What'd you say?
I think Tracy McGrady is a Hall of Famer. I just didn't think he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's what I
Okay.
was.
Okay. So is Allen Iverson?
Yes.
What makes him a Hall of Famer? What?
What
Why?
he did over
What did he do?
what
I'm asking. What did he do to
he was
deserve
a,
him to be?
he was the MVP. He
Okay.
was he was what in top 20 in scoring,
Mm-hmm.
rookie of the year,
Mm-hmm.
um all multiple all pro teams,
Mm-hmm.
all defensive teams.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he put forth that the things in which we talk
So
about.
listen what you just said.
I
So
agree with you. I
hold
agree
on,
with
all
you
those
that
things you just named. Hold on, all them things you just named. All them accolades in which you just named. Tracy McGrady didn't have all those.
Chase McGrady was all team. He was all team. He was all defense at one point. He did not win the rookie of the year. He did not win anything
MVP.
outside of that. He did not win MVP. I think he won the scoring title before. Um,
But he's
but
in the
yeah,
Hall.
Trace. Like I said, Tracy. Yeah, but none of the people, all the people in which we are talking
Stop
about,
it, Eric. Because he cost Jordan that white here all of
all the people we are talking about are deserving. However, In my opinion,
But Bob,
but
big shot
no, he
Bob
is
is.
not. Do
Oh my
not, Bishop. Do not
God.
do that, Bishop. Do not do that.
Oh my
No,
God.
he is not.
This is crazy. Allen Iverson
You know,
Pack
he is not.
is the same as Yao Ming. They both had a culture impact on the league, along with having all-star selections. Agreed. Agreed. He changed the whole. He brought hip hop to the NBA. He changed the whole culture of hip hop and NBA being crossed over. I totally agree with that 100%. Do I feel
So
like Allen Iverson is a Hall of Famer? Absolutely.
yeah, I mean he's already there, but
Right.
and
I mean,
Tracy
was he
McGrady and stuff
deserving of
like
it?
that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was he deserving of it? Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah. So it's just a matter,
But I do think Big Shot Bob should be there as well.
with the team, maybe
Not
with the
with a
team,
huh,
not
team.
as an individual,
Oh my God,
not as an individual.
this dude here, man.
You know
What
what? I would give Derek
nothing?
Fisher a nod before I give Bob a nod.
How?
I don't know how, but I would.
He said, I don't know how, but I'm just doing it. Anybody questioning Ivan should never talk basketball again. Hand over your cookout card immediately. I'm comparing. I'm just saying because he was saying about Tracy McGrady. I was asking because I think it was Coach Wayne asked. I mean, not Coach Wayne, Coach Uri was asking about Tracy McGrady and
Allen Iverson.
no Tracy McGrady. He said Tracy McGrady and Reggie Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking, do you feel like Tracy McGrady is in Hall of Famer? I do feel. I think everybody knows Reggie Miller's a Hall of Famer. But
Is
then
Vince Carter a Hall of Famer?
good question because I was going to ask you that when I was talking about Tracy McGrady. That's a good question. That's a hard one. I think he in the same. I think he in the same. I mean, in a way, he's in the same boat as your coach. Ryan Card has been revoked until further notice. I think he's in the same boat as his cousin. I really feel like he's in the same boat as his cousin, Tracy. I
Ooh,
do.
coach, really?
What do you say?
Ooh, Damian Lillard and Klay Thompson, coach,
Are
are not
not
Hall of Famers.
all the Famers? Wow, especially of the Klay Thompson part.
Oh,
That
Damian Lillard.
Dame has Dame done enough? Really?
Okay,
Has
okay, I
Dame
give you
really
that.
done
I'll
enough?
give
He
you
ain't
that.
even on the level as Clay, from in my opinion.
Okay. Well,
I don't think he's there at Clay's. I don't think he's on Clay's stature. Now, Derek and Clay, I feel where you was coming with Derek Fisher and Clay. I'm kind of there with them being on the same level. But Dame, he said Horry and Dame Leonard are not Hall
he's
of
like
Fame.
none of. He's basically saying none of them are Hall of Famers. Derek Fisher, Klay
So
Thompson,
hold on. So hold on,
Horry.
Coach. Hold on. How you gonna say Clay's not? So I'm assuming you're saying Steph is. Because I know you're not saying. I don't know how you would put Clay not in Steph.
Look at Coach Wade. Klay Thompson, coach. Like seriously, we gonna say Klay Thompson is not a Hall of Famer? He's like the
Please
most
don't do this. I can't defend
behind
you as an attorney with
behind
this trash you're doing.
behind Steph Curry. Behind Steph Curry, Klay is probably the next
Yeah, they're the only two
prolific
Hall of Famers.
shooter.
Yeah, they're the only two Hall of Famers on that team right now, in my opinion. How is Clay not a Hall? Thank you, Coach Hunter. Everybody want to hear. What did you say, Steph and Draymond are both? You put Draymond over Clay? Come on, Coach Hunter. What are you drinking this morning? Did y'all have a urinalysis? Come on, Coach Hunter. You're putting Draymond over Clay?
Wow.
Stop it.
This is news.
Stop it. Stop it, Coach. You're putting Draymond over Clay. No, bro. No, I can't with you. I can't ride with you.
And then Anthony Price is right with him too.
Klay Thompson's
How is Klay not a Hall of Famer?
He is not like no Joe Dumars. Are you serious? I know what you're talking about. The Detroit
Klay ain't that good, coach. Really? Oh my!
That's what I'm saying, Martin. No, that's what I'm saying, Fred. Draymond. Y'all, you missed me with that one. Dre
is better than Klay. Ron. Whoa, y'all is on one this morning.
Y'all
We
are.
not gonna act like
Y'all are
we not gonna
y'all are
act
really
like
over,
we
bro.
are not gonna act like
Y'all
Klay
really
Thompson
the Splash
is
Brothers. They didn't
is
call them the Splash
he
Brothers for
was.
nothing.
Additionally, we're not gonna act like Klay wasn't almost or equivalent to, not as much, but pretty close to Kawhi
Yes,
Leonard as a two-way player.
that part. Y'all tripping defensively and all. Come on, Clay. Come on, man. I gotta
Culture
go. My
ride.
blow guy. Too early. I ain't tripping.
You right.
I'm with you, Coach Wayne. He
Oh
could just
my
want some attention this morning.
goodness,
Somebody
that
gonna give
was.
up. He tripping. Draymond is a Hall of Famer also. He will definitely be in probably first ballot. I'm not putting Dre in before Clay. I'm sorry. I can't. Remove Draymond from the Warriors
He
and they
said
have
you remove.
0 rings. Ooh, I disagree to that. I disagree. Now I will say this, Coach Hunter, they may not have as many, but I won't say they won't have any because I'll tell you this. You take that same team, take Draymond off, and still have KD, they still get a ring. Tell me I'm wrong, Trey. I'll be right back. Tell me I'm wrong. You take
No,
Draymond off that team,
yeah.
take that Draymond off that team, and still have Kevin Durant. They get a ring, and probably Kevin Durant is still there.
Mm.
Tell me that. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll wait. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you good. I think I can see. I was agreeing with you when you said that maybe not four and maybe not six of four, but they definitely they should. I think they would have.
Yeah, man. You take Draymond
But
off,
like
and
true
you
enough,
leave
like I
KD
get what
there.
you're saying,
Come on, bro.
Coach Hunter. I get what you're saying. He has an
He's an
impact, but
impact. He is. I'm not gonna knock that. I'm not knocking that. I'm not. I'm not knocking that. He's a contributor, definitely a contributor, but I will not say he's that much of a contributor where they wouldn't get any rings. You said 0.
he's
I
a
don't
Hall of
believe
Famer. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer yet. You see. Woo, this is, you know what I'm saying, they gotta love this conversation. Like, wow. Hold on. Oh my goodness, why is my computer moving slow? But yeah, so woo, it's getting a little feisty and a little testy here. So like I said, I agree with Coach. I would even agree with Bishop in the sense to where uh I won't completely say that they wouldn't have won any, but I think they would have got a couple. Of course, Draymond even had a retired jersey. Yes, he just recently got retired. Clay is glorified. Mike Miller, Coach, you did not just compare Clay to Mike Miller, really, Coach? Oh my goodness! Stop with this. Clay is a Hall of Famer stuff. Goodness, stop it, Coach. I know Clay is a Hall of Famer. The jury's still out on first ballot, but I think Clay's a Hall of Famer. When you take in consideration he's the most prolific shooter outside of currently he's one of the most prolific shooters uh, outside of his backcourt mate in Steph Curry. Uh, he's a four-time NBA champion as well. Before he got injured, he was a defensive problem, i.e., like I said, he was rivaling that of Steph Curry. I mean, not Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard as a two-way player. Like,
Stop it. Man,
Coach is
Coach Hunter,
on
you
one.
is on one, bro. Who pissed in your Cheerios this morning, bro? Golly. When did he ride his coattail? Come on, Coach Hunter. They didn't call him the Splash Brothers for nothing. You can't ride somebody's coattail if you could knock down threes just as well as the other person. Come on, man. Come on, Coach. You killing me, man.
So
You
what I
killing me
would
this
say,
morning.
what is a fair assumption, Coach, without a doubt, is if Steph wasn't on that team, then they wouldn't have any
Now
championship.
that part I agree. No,
That
hold
is a
on.
fair assessment.
Hold on, Trey. Let's do it even better. If Clay ain't on that team, they don't win them championships.
You think that's you?
I
Really?
sure, yeah, I sure do. I sure
Mm.
do. You take Clay off that team, I guarantee they don't win them championships either.
I seen it, Coach Wayne. Like I don't know what is up with him.
I don't know what's up when Coach Ryan, man.
He
He
called. He
he
called. I don't know if you seen it. He called Clay a Mike Miller. He said, I just called him, basically called with the congregation, and we decided to trade Uriah for Lil Yachty.
This man called Clay Mike Mill. I just got off a emergency call with the workplace, and we decided to trade you. That part, man. I don't trade. Let them know they don't need Clay.
They do need Clay.
I don't know where you're getting that from, Coach. I don't know where you're getting that from, Coach. I have no idea. You take Clay off there, they don't win championships like that. They don't. They lose in any one of them, and they're not beating Braun. So
yeah, they lose without a doubt. If they lose,
Facts.
without a doubt, you know
Facts.
what, Coach? I'll say this, Coach.
Facts.
I
Straight
think Draymond
facts.
Green is more replaceable than Klay Thompson is.
That part. He hit the nail on the head. Meeting adjourned. He hit the nail on the head right there. Meeting adjourned.
They lose any of them, and they not beating LeBron. So don't. True that, Ron.
That's
True,
facts.
Ron.
I said that. Straight facts.
Yeah,
Straight facts.
So that's just insane. But I think that. Let me say this: Draymond has certain tangibles in which you're not going to get in certain players.
Are very useful.
Yeah,
very useful.
Yeah, you're not going to get in every player. You can't. Some things you just can't replace. But as for aspect on, you know what I'm saying. But from a team aspect, they're replaceable if you can find certain things in the right players. But what you cannot find in every player is a shooter.
Pure shooter.
And that's pure shooter. And that's what you have in Clay and Steph.
That part.
Steph, without a doubt, Steph is on those teams. We're not even having a conversation right now about Golden State. If Clay is not on those teams, chances are Golden State don't win any of those. Maybe one.
Maybe one.
However, Draymond out on those teams, I think they can get 2. They can go maybe four times instead of 6 times.
Right.
But yeah, it's.
And that part, Ron, they were up 3-1 when Draymond went out, though. They were. Braun don't matter no more. All that. Jordan Poole is the next Clay, and Wiggins is the next Trey. Jordan Poole.
You know what?
Next, and Wiggins is the next
Draymond Green.
Oh, Draymond.
You know what, Ron? I'll give you that. True that. I will give you that.
That's what I said. I said that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the next Draymond Green.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jordan Poole. He's not. I don't think he's that close to Clay.
Stop it, Coach. Now he's Rex Chapman.
Ron, you just trying to stir the pot, Coach Hunter. That's all you do, because you being real disrespectful now. You stirring the pot, bro.
It's like he's doing clickbait. Like he's just putting out clickbait to get the process.
You stirring the pot right now.
Oh my goodness!
It's straight Charles stirring the pot, man. Rex Chapman, really? Klay Thompson is a Rex Chapman, Mitch Richmond, Glenn Rice,
and Rashard Lewis.
Come on, really? Which one of them can shoot like Klay? Let me know. Wait, I'll wait. Which one of them 4 can shoot like Klay? None of them.
He said you're pissing me off.
I'm going to y'all before
he's like, after you say he's got to be trolling. Oh my god,
he has to be, bro. Jordan Poole is not that good without the team. He's not even close to Klay. I agree. I don't think Jordan Poole is that dude yet.
You know what? I'm just glad to see I'm not being dragged this morning. That's
this man.
That's all I'm glad. I'm so glad to see I'm
Coach
not being dragged this
morning. One today, but he feeling this. He woke up ready this morning, bro. He had it all.
I'm so glad to see I'm not being dragged this morning. I am so for this in one case like that. And then he tried. You know what's funny? He tried to pull me into it when I was completely. He's like, Trey, tell him. Like, no,
yeah,
Coach,
he showed that.
No. Usually I would have fell for it. I would have like, I even said anything. So that's like the funny part of it. Like, that's like so funny. Like I was sitting and talking yesterday, and we all know, of course, I'm trying to get in the journey or whatever case like that. So of course we know there's certain shortcuts to this journey. One of the shortcuts is a shortcut in which what's his name from Miami? Jimmy Butler decided to take a shortcut And
He
I'm
did.
like, and so Jackie's like, yeah, go ahead. I was like, no, you see how they dragging this man? I'm not about to do that. Like, I'm not doing that. You know
Right,
what
that part.
I'm
Anthony, he ain't being himself right now. Coach Hunter ain't being somebody get him a Snickers.
like, I am not getting in that. You are on
He
your
sure tried
own
to
with.
pull you in. He said, Trey, tell him.
Like, no, that's no. Wait, no. That's never walked off. So before we get ready to get into the NFL conversation, a couple of other things. Uh, as Anthony talked about yesterday. Shout out to Anthony, give a scoop. The Brawl brothers are together. LaMelo and LiAngelo Ball. LiAngelo is on the non-guaranteed contract to play, as he has been playing at the subsidiary G League team with the Swarm. So excuse me. So now LiAngelo and LaMelo will be
I'm
playing
playing together.
together. Additionally, what's interesting is, as reported by Basketball Forever, Alex Caruso, guard for the Chicago Bulls, wanted to switch his
Thank
wanted
you.
to switch
Thank you.
his uniform. As we know, he's the
Who?
number 6. We all know Alex Caruso. He wanted to
Caruso.
switch
Oh,
his
okay.
number, switch his yeah. He wanted to switch his uniform because he was number 6, and of course, we know the whole thing with a retiring uniform. So he wanted to relinquish his uniform now because they're retiring the number 6 forever. So if you're currently a player with the number 6, you continue to keep your number 6 until you leave that team. And then when you go, and then when you go back, when you get ready to go to your next team or a case like that, you're just not going to be able to number 6. So Alex Caruso wanted to go ahead and switch his uniform now.
Mhm.
The league told him he can't.
Why? If they return a number, he has to.
Alex Caruso is in the top 25 for the top jersey sales.
But that's not what. But that okay. But that doesn't mean he's not going to change. If he changes his number, that means the number changes, and he still could be the top number, top jersey.
Currently, number 6 of Chicago, number 6 is in the top 25 for jersey sales. So that's why he cannot change his number at this point.
Can they do that?
That they lose money if he no longer, because that production of that jersey.
But if I thought you said they were
So
retiring
as
that
long as
number
he's wearing
though.
that jersey, it's productive.
Yeah, but I
Yes,
thought you
but
said
he currently wears the number, so he doesn't have to retire until he doesn't have to stop wearing the number until he leaves Chicago. So if he leaves
oh,
Chicago, I guess what's going to happen is either one, the jersey sales for the Chicago Bulls number 6 has to drop, or Alex Caruso has to leave Chicago, and then he won't be able to
mm.
wear the number 6 anymore.
He's the top out of
Top
Chicago. I
25,
would think.
top 28 in Chicago, in top 28 in record in jersey sales in
In
the
NBA.
NBA.
Oh, so I'm thinking Zach Levine and whatchamacallit is above his though. Zach Levine and
I don't know. I don't know.
what's the Zach Levine and what's his name?
DeMar
Who?
DeRozan.
Yeah, Demar.
So I don't
Demar.
know. I'm not sure. Or even Lonzo Ball, but of course he hasn't been playing. But yeah, that's why he can't relinquish that number because it's the top selling jersey. Crazy. They choose that over legacy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
But shout out to Caruso. You know what I'm saying? I wish he was still in LA
Oh yeah, that was one y'all let get away.
for someone that we end up trading later on.
So the
Oh
top
my
15.
god.
So the top 15 NBA selling jerseys in the NBA currently in 2022, right now, as of January 21st, which right before the
I
season,
wonder who number 1 is.
is
That's
LeBron James. Number
okay.
2, Steph Curry. Number
Mm.
3, the Greek Freak. Number 4, Kevin Durant. Number 5, Luka Doncic. Number 6, Jason Tatum. Number 7, John Morant. Number 8, Trey Young. Number
Oh.
9, Klay Thompson. Number 10, Damian Leonard. Number 11, Joel Embiid. Number 12, your boy, Anthony Davis. Number 13, Devin Booker. Number 14, R.J. Barrett.
Really?
And yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And number 15, LaMelo Ball.
Mm.
That is your top 15 um, jerseys being sold in the NBA currently.
After he tried to be funny.
Trey Young, you ain't never seen a Trey Young. Go to Atlanta, you'll see them. They all over Atlanta. They out there in Atlanta bad, like real bad. They are out over the they are in Atlanta real bad. That's crazy.
Mm.
Go figure.
Top selling jersey. You know what? I have not got. I'm gonna have to get this. I'm gonna get it. I'm making it my effort to get one of those jerseys this year.
One of what jerseys?
Maybe I get a Westbrook jersey.
Well, you
Maybe
might want to hold out. You might want to wait. You might want to hold out. It might not be that long.
Yeah,
you might want to hold out. You might, because it just might not be a Lakers jersey no more. I'm just saying.
He says because all the new Jordans came out with those team colors.
Oh, is that what it is?
Barrett jersey pops in Canada. Oh, that could be a reason. Because Canadian, because you know he's Canadian.
Who?
R.J. Barrett.
Oh yeah. That might be.
You would think Luka Doncic's jersey would be fire right now.
He was number 5. He was number 5. He was in the top 5.
Oh, you did say Luka. Okay.
Yeah.
What about was Jokic in there? No,
Jokic wasn't.
Okay.
No, Jokic.
Trade buy one, it'll be cheap.
Yeah. No, Jokic wasn't. Wow, that's crazy. That is mad crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Whatchamacallit was a shocker.
The RJ Barrett.
Yeah, RJ Barrett.
But it makes sense.
It's because of New York.
Yeah.
Because of New York.
Yeah.
He's out of New York.
But you would think, now if Donovan went there, then I'm very sure his jersey would have shot up.
Yeah.
Number one was
I think if whatchamacallit was healthy, he'd probably be in the top 15 too. Zion.
You think
Zion
so?
was playing, yeah. Who's number 1? James LeBron. LBJ. He's number 1. I think if I really feel like if Zion was healthy, had played some more, I think if he was still didn't have those injuries and stuff like that, I do think he'd probably be in the top 15. Without New Orleans got a huge fan base, huge. I think he'd be there. He might pass up. He probably wouldn't. He would probably take up. I don't know. I was about to say he would probably take up RJ Barrett's spot. But New York is big on basketball, so I don't know. That might not be the case. Okay, Bishop, did it say what team LeBron jersey sold the most? Yeah, the Lakers jersey. It's the Lakers. They're going with the Lakers jersey. They're not. Yeah, they're going by what their current team right now. Y'all know when LeBron went to the LA, everybody finna blow up and buy them damn jerseys. Y'all knew that. Out in Cali? Come on, man. Y'all knew that.
I don't.
The face of NBA. I know, but you plan on getting one. Don't worry. I know.
I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to let it marinate. Like I got some Kobe jerseys.
Yeah, I knew you gonna get one. Yeah, it's the Lakers jersey. It's 2 Lakers on there. Anthony Davis and LeBron James. They're the only one with 2 people on the list. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, it ain't. Steph and Clay too. My bad.
That was surprising to me.
Why? What's surprising about that?
Clay jersey?
How that surprising you after what we just talked about Clay?
Yeah, but to be a top selling jersey, top 10,
number 9,
top 10.
Yeah, he's 9. Yeah,
like that's surprising in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be Cleveland. Too many people already burned up LeBron jerseys in Cleveland. They can't unburn them. They ashes right now. When he left to Miami, a lot of people burnt them jerseys. We not Eric. We not finna start it again. We not. Eric said, "Don't start this again." We not. Yeah, no. Clay. Clay's on there too. Number 9. Trey at 8 is shocking. Trey Young at 8 is shocking.
You think it should be higher?
I think he's no. I think he should have been lower. I kind of feel like he should have
Oh,
been
okay.
probably in the top 20, closer to 20 than 8. But then again, he's the only one out there in Atlanta that is being, spoke of so highly.
Mm.
So I'm not, in a way I'm surprised, but in a way I'm not. In a way I'm not.
So what we
Ja
will start,
expected.
however,
Mhm.
Mr. Smalls, is we will start this conversation for the NFL. Pigskin ready to go. Last night, as y'all seen it, the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants faced off, in which it was I don't know, for the game. Um, I know it. In state is Bishop. I saw you was victorious.
That part 3 times all the way across the board, baby.
So of
All the
course
way across the
the
board, baby.
Cowboys faced off with the New York Giants, 2-1 versus 1-2, 2-0 versus 1-2. Giants looking forward to start the season undefeated for the first time since I think what was it, '98 or something like that. I can't remember what it was, 2008 or something.
Mhm.
Uh, Cowboys basically put that to rest, getting the W, winning 23-16. Cooper Rush, 21 for 31, 215 yards, 1 touchdown, no sacks, a 68.5 QB rating. Daniel Jones was 20 of 37 for 196 yards, 1 interception, 41.6 QB rating. But it was in the rushing for the most part. Saquon Barkley, 14
What up,
carries,
Zach?
81 yards, 1 touchdown. Daniel Jones, 9 carries for 79 yards. Matt Breida, 1 for 3. James Ford, 1. Tony Pollard, 13 carries, 105 yards. Ezekiel Eric, 15 for 73 and a touchdown. Cooper Rush with 6 yards. I
I'm
mean, with I
glad
think with
Tony.
two.
I'm glad Tony Pollard didn't get that touchdown because if he probably got that touchdown, he probably Applewhite probably would have got me because I only ended up winning by what? What was the final score? 101 to 114.
Ah,
If he'd got that touchdown, he
them
probably
yards in the touchdown. Yeah.
the odds in the touchdown, he probably would have got me.
So, of
So
course, the
I'm
Dallas
glad.
Cowboys receiving core, Bishop. Well, I'm going to say this. We'll come back to this part. Well, we'll go to the New York one. Sterling Shepard, 5 receptions, 49 yards. Unfortunately, Sterling Shepard went out with a knee injury as it was a non-contact injury, which he was dropped, and carted off, had to hop onto the cart. So, of course, more is to be seen in that, but it is expected to
Mhm.
be a serious knee injury. Saquon Barkley, 4 receptions, 45 yards. Bellinger, 4 for 40. James, 4 for 36. David Seals, the fifth, 2 for 20. CD Lamb, 8 receptions, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Uh,
Still led in receptions.
yeah, but
Ain't no buts.
we'll
No
get back
buts.
to it. We'll get back to it. Brown, 5 for 54. Henderson shot 3 for 43. Ferguson, 2 for 13. Thako, 1 for 12. Really, after that, it didn't make a difference. So, yes, true. 12 targets, Bishop. 12 targets, 8 yards, 8 receptions, 87 yards, one
And a
touchdown.
touchdown. One-handed touchdown at that, don't forget.
Does that one-handed touchdown make up for all those drops?
Oh, what drops? How many drops did he have?
4.
He had 4 drops, or he was
Yes.
targeted 4 times outside of
Okay.
the 8.
Okay. Touche. Good point. We know.
Okay.
Well, we know. Well, let's say he had 3. He had 1. We know for a fact 1 drop.
He had one sure drop for sure.
Yes.
The other one I thought it got tipped. I think the one
And
they did that was a target for him, it got tipped. That I saw. I thought it got tipped, excuse me. Either way, in my opinion, yes, that 2 drops. Thank you, Marcus. Exactly. He did have 2 drops.
5 sacks for the
Mhm.
Dallas Cowboy defense.
What's the rush? How you like that? What's the rush? How you like that? I'm just saying, man.
So, Bishop, is there a problem for Dak? Should Dak be looking over his shoulder?
Yeah, I do think Dak should be looking over his shoulder. I do absolutely think he should be looking over your shoulder. CeeDee Lamb is in the position, but not a top receiver. I've been telling you since last season that he's not a number. Yes, he's still number one receiver. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. I'm not a Cowboys fan, and you know better to say some nonsense like that. True Dak, trade Dak. Ooh, as I said, what's the rush? How you like Dak? Anywho, let me say this. CeeDee Lamb is still the number one receiver in Dallas. You cannot be a number one receiver if you're not on the field. When you were talking about your boy uh,
Gallup.
Gallup, Michael Gallup, you can't. How can you be a number one if you're never on the field? You cannot. Got Rush. Thank you, Ron. CD got Rush looking good. He's a number one without question. No, Dak is okay. His job is intact. No, it's not. Never. Cooper looks better than Dak. Thank you very much. They just talked about Cooper just a minute ago. How calm and collective, even under pressure, knowing that the blitz is coming, he's still sitting in the pocket with not rattled, throwing bombs. CD dropped that ball. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have dropped it, but that was a perfect pass on the money. He couldn't have put it anywhere else. Dak is not going anywhere. Okay. You keep saying that. You keep saying that. Even y'all owner, Jerry has said it's about to be called a quarterback controversy out there in Dallas. So how you gonna say Dak ain't going nowhere? And the owner already said it. Boy, y'all better listen up. But anyway, back to CeeDee Lamb, right? Yes, CeeDee Lamb is still CeeDee Lamb is the number one receiver in Dallas. Can't be, like I said, can't be Michael Gallup if you're never on the field. You can't be considered the number one if you're never on the field. It's not possible. You've been on the field one game, and we already in what game? We're going into game 4, and you still haven't yet to hit the field again. Dak, yes, he made it. He did drop a ball. It happens. Guess what? Y'all still won the game, and y'all won the game off of what? His touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all won the game off of CeeDee Lamb's touchdown. His one hand, spectacular catch in the corner of the end zone touchdown. That's what y'all did. So just because he dropped the ball does not mean he's not a number one receiver. That's definitely not the case. Because guess who else dropped the ball? And who's the number one receiver in Kansas City? He dropped a touchdown. Just like CD did.
Mm-hmm.
But guess who dropped one in Kansas City? Travis Kelce. And you gonna tell me he's not the number one? He's probably one of the number one tight ends in the league. You gonna take away that he's the number one tight end because he dropped his pass in the end zone? No, you're not. Same as the CD. You can't do that with him either. You can't do that. Passes get dropped. It happens. It's a part of the game. He made it up. He didn't let it plague him. He didn't harp on it. He brushed it off. I dropped it. My bad. He said it was my bad, but guess what? I got you. And he came back and made it happen. Ain't no stop it, Bishop. Ain't no stop it. Liam is a second tier. No, you're a second tier. Man, get off, Applewhite. Get off. You crazy. If he hadn't caught that touchdown, y'all wouldn't have won that game. If he hadn't caught that touchdown, y'all would not have won that game. So stop it. Dak is Kirk Cousins of Dallas. All this money and not producing a playoff team. That part, I like that, Zach. I bet money Dak play every game once he's clear, win or lose. He probably, I don't know, man. I don't know. Dak for TJ Watt and Pickens. I told you last year, Lamb did not finish his routes and gives up on plays too much. He didn't. What are you talking about? When did he not finish a route? You keep forgetting, if it wasn't for CeeDee Lamb, y'all wouldn't have won that game last night. Y'all would not have won that game. He caught in a spectacular catch in the corner of the end zone one-handed. Yes, he dropped the ball, but he still caught a spectacular catch in the corner of the end zone to get y'all that win. Again, y'all not talking about Travis Kelce that way, and he's one of the top tight ends in the league. Y'all saying he's not a top tight end because he dropped a touchdown that probably cost him the loss? There we go, right there. He dropped a touchdown, they lost. CeeDee Lamb made up for his drop pass, they won. You see the similarities? Come on, man. Stop it, Rich. Stop, Rich AP. Not today. Not today. Nope. Not today, partner. I knew y'all was gonna talk about him dropping. I seen it. When I seen it, I was like, damn. CD dropped that wide open time pass. Like I was like, good Lord, I was like that. But he came back in true form and caught even a way more difficult pass. Way more difficult pass. He had to catch it one hand and get 2 feet down before going out. Come on, man. Yeah. You see this? Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Professor. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. People drop passes. It's a part of the game. CD known for dropping passes. Oh, here we go.
Also, what's similar is our records for this week, all 6-10. As
Mm.
now there's a come. I think there's a come up coming. Of course,
No,
Ron
I
is
wouldn't say
ahead.
that. I wouldn't say that now. I wouldn't say that.
Bishop 16-16, Ron 17-15.
What's yours? Go ahead and put yours out there. Go. Don't forget. Don't just say 2 of them. Go ahead and say the third one. Go ahead and say yours too. What's that?
13-19.
Oh, well under 500. Thank you very much. I don't care about the drop. He don't finish routes and gives up on plays before they're over. Cub don't drop passes. Okay. You say he don't drop passes. Okay. Let me see who they play next week.
Who?
The Rams.
San Francisco.
I bet he dropped one next week.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I bet he dropped one next week. I bet he dropped one next week. But in regards to Dak and Rush, I think Cooper Rush, it does look like it's about to be a quarterback controversy. It does. They're talking about Dak coming back as so early as next week or maybe the week after.
It would be his best interest not to do that, because if he comes back struggling, and you look at the fact that Cooper just got y'all 2 wins
since you left.
Yeah, you might want to tread lightly, brother.
Jerry likes to sell tickets, so he's gonna say controversial statements like quarterback battle. Oh, I get what you're saying, but just like so, Trey said this earlier, right, or before the season started when we heard about Deshaun Watson. If what's his name that's backing up Deshaun?
Brissett.
Jacoby. If Jacoby continues, or say Jacoby starts to play well, they ain't playing well yet. But if say Jacoby starts to play well, by the time it's time for Deshaun to come back, do you put Deshaun back in? Like, why would you pull Cooper Rush if he's winning? Because the last time Dak was in, he lost. So why would you put Dak back in when Cooper Rush is on the road?
It's going to be. I'm very sure it's like, and you know what? I feel bad for McCarthy, because if it doesn't work out, whatever the decision is, if it doesn't work out, it's going to be unfortunate for him, because that's going to give him even more of a reason to be like, you know what? I think Sean is our guy.
I'm just saying. Y'all talk about this is his backup. That's his job. No, sometimes the backup gets they get. How do you think Dak got in position?
Colin Kaepernick, same thing.
How do you think Dak got the starting position? Because he came in out after Romo and got the position. Romo got hurt. Dak performed. Romo never got his job back. I don't know what games y'all be watching. Think that part, Ron. Like, why wouldn't you? Why would you take a guy out that's on fire, that's killing the game right now for y'all, and put in Dak Prescott? Does he have any? He has no interceptions. Yes, he only has 1 touchdown in that game, but he has no interceptions. Things going so like that is not his backup. He is a backup currently. But I'm going to tell you like this. Let Dak miss 2 more games. Let Dak miss 2 more games and Cooper Rush win 2 more games. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. I'm telling you now.
Who's the Cowboys' next 2 games?
I'm about to tell you. I was just about to do it. Dallas has the Commanders in Dallas. That's Wentz again.
That
which
might
y'all, yeah, especially with old boy Russian
Parsons.
With Michael Parsons, man, Wentz finna be on his back again. Then I think week 5, y'all got us. I think is it us?
The Rams.
Yep. Then y'all got the Rams. Now that's gonna be a test.
Yeah, true that.
That's gonna be the test games. right there. If Dak is back, or now if Cooper is still in when during the Rams game, that's gonna be the test. And if he wins that game, Dak may have lost his job. I'm telling you now. If he beats the Rams, Dak may have lost his job. It's money, Bishop. Zeke looks bad. Pollard looks better. Absolutely. I've been saying that. I said that last year. I said that last year about Zeke. Pollard looked better than Zeke. The Eagles are preparing for Dak, not a Cooper Rush. We preparing for whoever. We don't care who it is. We don't care who it is. We preparing for whoever. You don't know who we preparing for. We preparing for who is ever playing at the time. Right now, we preparing for Cooper because we don't know when Dak coming back. That's who we preparing. Then we got y'all got us week 6. Yeah, y'all got us week 6. But y'all need to worry about that week 5 game between the Rams. If Cooper is still playing and he can get a dub in LA, y'all going to LA at that. If he can pull out a win in LA, bruh, Dak is in trouble. Okay, Amber White. I guess you got insight. I guess you got inside input on that. I haven't heard anything about when. I heard Dak may be back by this week. I heard next week. We all know that Dak is in no. Okay, Dak is in no trouble. Okay. Make sure you be on him when he is in trouble. If he gets in trouble, make sure you tune in the first formation. Don't wait. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in. And with that game, man, I blame a lot of that on Mac. Well, yeah, that's why I got rid of Mac Jones. Daniel Jones. Which one is it? Which Jones is that?
Daniel Jones.
I get them mixed up all the time. Daniel Jones. Yeah, Daniel. Mac is in the Patriots. I keep getting them Jones boys mixed up. Daniel Jones. He just not. I knew, like I said, I didn't expect him to win, to go undefeated alone. I would be betting a lot of money on Rams versus Rush. Ain't no. I hear you, Rod. On another note, bro, 9 sacks, I probably would wait to play my QB off injury. Yeah. Rush will play Washington. Dak will be back for LA. He just had his one stitch taken out his thumb. Okay. So you feel like that one stitch taken out, you feel like that thumb is ready. His throwing thumb is ready. Okay.
They better wait. They better rest that man. They let that man rock.
Okay. We talking about his throwing hand. It would be totally different if it was non-throwing. We talking about his throwing. His thumb. The only finger that's on the opposite side of the ball. He got one hit on that hand, and it's a wrap for that. He gets one hit on that hand. One hit on that hand, and it's over. He'll be out that game. One hit. I'm guaranteeing you. One hit on that hand, it's over. And every player knows that. They're going for that hand every single time. Every time. Because I know I would. I know how it feels. I know how it feels to break your thumb. I've done it. I know how it feels. Okay.
So in all, with everything be going on, there is a bevy of other injuries that's going to be effective to a lot of games that's coming up this week. Of course, one of them, as we know, New England Patriots quarterback Mac Jones is likely to miss multiple games with the severe high ankle sprain.
Yeah, he couldn't even walk on it, couldn't he?
Yeah, so he's
He was
most likely
hobbling
going
on.
to be out. So that's going to be very. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Or does that bring in more controversy? Does Mac Jones back up possibly to place him if they start winning? We don't know. It remains to be seen. Of course, additionally, uh, not Tampa, San Francisco 49ers best lineman, offensive tackle, Trent
Trent
Williams
Williams.
out
Yeah.
multiple weeks with an injury. Of course, as well as Aziz Lashashir, who was outside linebacker, starting linebacker. Both have injuries coming in for this week. Who else?
Hold on, Trey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you're saying target my QB's hand. Wow. So we should target your QB's leg, Bishop, since we're playing dirty now. Applewhite, I know you're probably a little bit older than me, but if you don't know the game of football, you're so wrong, bro. That's not dirty. That's not dirty play. That's not considered dirty play because I'm going for one. It's a throwing hand. Oh, it doesn't matter. The fact that it's hurt. The fact of the matter, all players are going, all defensive linemen, anybody that's going for the quarterback is going for his throwing hand. It's the fact of the matter that it's his throwing hand that's hurt. It's going to happen, regardless of the fact, bro. Why do you think that? Why do you think they did what they did to Justin Herbert this past weekend? Because they knew he had rib cartilage that was hurt. Why do you think they was power driving him in the field, on the field? They knew his ribs were hurting from the game previously. That's a part of the game, Applewhite. If you don't know that, that's a part of the game. You are so blind to the fact, bro. You're so blind to the fact. It's not about being dirty. It's not about dirty play. So just like a boxer. If a boxer breaks his hand, guess what? He tries his best not to show that hand is not broken. Why? Because he don't want to defend. He don't want the person in which he's fighting against to know to use that as a weakness against him. The same thing we hear. All these players hear what's going on what's going on with all these with these injuries. Like Trey's about to rattle off all these injuries. Players know that. You don't think they out there doing stuff to make sure that, hey, if he's a factor, we're gonna do whatever it takes to ensure that we get him off the field. That's a part of the game, Applewhite. You gotta know that, bro. You gotta know that. It's not about being dirty playing. It's about playing it's just about that's the game. It's a part of the game. Mac Jones was balling against Baltimore. Wow. Jones not balling with 3 interceptions. What game did y'all watch? I don't know. That's what they said. James. That's why I got rid of him off my fantasy. That is not dirty play. Do you think that's dirty play, Trey?
Oh, talking about that going? Nah.
Going for his hand?
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate situation.
It's his throwing hand. Now, it would be a dirty play if it was his left hand and they was targeting his non-throwing hand. That would be dirty because that's not you. Why are you targeting his non-throwing hand? That has nothing to do with what he's doing, with him throwing the ball. If it was his left hand, his non-throwing hand, but being it's his right hand, his throwing hand, that's not dirty. Not dirty. Example of all offensive wear knee braces to hide the one lineman who actually have a knee injury. Like, come on, bro. Like, so teams won't blitz over that one lineman. Bro, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I just know, man. I played the game. I've been around the game a long time, bro. You take advantage. A lot of people want to be like Applewhite, like Rich AP saying it's dirty. That's not dirty. It's the game. It's in the game. Thank you, Eric. That's the right word. It's tactics in a physical sport. It's finding the weakness in your defender and exploiting it. That's all it is. It's finding weakness and exploiting it. That's all. When your QB gets hurt, I don't want to hear any excuses. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. It's a part of the game. AP. It ain't because of what I said. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. If he gets hurt because he's running, he gets hurt because he's running. Just like Lamar Jackson, just like the Michael Vicks, just like the Kyler Murrays, just like the Deshaun Watsons, all these running quarterbacks, they're going to get hurt. It's a part of the game. That's why double or triple threat quarterbacks are shunned upon, because a lot of coaches and owners don't care for triple threat quarterbacks, because the possible, even a Dak Prescott as well, because they know every time they cringe every time their quarterback has to run out the pocket, because they know there's a 300-pound lineman or a 260-pound linebacker that's about to try and lay him out. Lay him out. It's a part of the game, Rich AP. Part of the game. But go ahead. Who else? What other injuries we got, Trey?
Of course,
Going into week 4.
the Chargers. I have energy as Rashawn Slater, left tackle,
Mhm.
has a torn bicep as well as when he's out for the season.
Yeah, with a torn
So
bicep for
Chargers
sure.
have lost. Hmm.
Yeah.
And Joey Bosa, of course, who has a groin injury, is week to week. So you have those injuries. Additionally, where else we have? Of course, we just talked about earlier on Sterling Shepard, who is
Shepard.
most likely expected to be out with a knee
ACL
injury as
probably.
he went off went out when he
Yeah.
was running a route and just
Yeah.
broke down. What else? Who else we have?
Oh, and
Some a
then
couple of other
we do know Miles Garrett was in a car accident,
was in
non
a
life
one
threatening.
car
One car accident.
accident.
You're right.
Yes,
Non
which
life threatening though, but yeah, he's probably gonna be out because he's probably gonna be banged up a bit, sore.
so
I don't know how
he
bad
may
this.
miss a
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I don't know how bad his injuries were. They wasn't saying they said it was non life threatening, but um, the Craig Garrett has been released from the hospital. He just got released from the hospital, so he's back home. But today is what, Tuesday, so he's probably gonna be sore for the next 2 days at least. I would say, because if you've been in a car accident before, you know that your adrenaline be pumping, so you don't feel nothing until 2-3 days later. So we'll see.
We have that. Of
Yeah.
course, additionally, you have Tampa Bay was moved from their facility down to Miami to practice in Miami of per the incoming Hurricane Ian, which is expected
That's
to
right.
sit there. So
Mhm.
they're taking that. So they've been most likely. I think they might even play in Miami, depending upon the situation,
The
because
weather.
they were supposed to. Yeah, they're supposed to play in Tampa. So
Mm.
depending
Oh,
upon that
because the
situation,
Dolphins are in Cincinnati this week.
yes, yes.
Okay. Mm.
So you have that. Let me see. But so now this is interesting though, Bishop. Like so, the tale of two, I guess, networks, two sites, or whatever case like that. We have the top, the power rankings for the NFL. Of course, two different. For we'll start off with the ESPN's ranking. Then we'll go to the NFL's ranking. Then we'll come back and talk about the difference in between the two of them. Hold on, let me go back.
That's a good question, Anthony. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. He may not. It's not looking good for him at all. I don't know. He may not. That is a good question. I don't know.
So NFL's power ranking for the most part, starting out at number 32. At number 32, they have the Houston Texans, who are currently 0-2 and 1. At number 31, the New York Jets at 1-2, down 2 spots. Ron. At number 30, you have the Las Vegas Raiders. Again, we spoke about this, Bishop, down for 23
Mhm.
last week. Um,
They had 30.
the Eagle, I mean Raiders, yes.
They had 30. They steady falling. They're not looking good, man. They not. They are not. You
At
might have
29,
spoken up about him and
the
him and Carr.
Devontae,
Devontae
yeah.
Adams and Carr is not hitting on all cylinders, bro.
Number 29, the Panthers at 1-2, up from number 30. So I guess that's for mobility. Uh, Ron said that they were not 30. At number 28, the Atlanta Falcons moved from 32 to number 28 in a week at 1-2. Um, the Seattle
Okay.
Seahawks at 1-2 stand pat at
Yeah, we lost this
27.
week. Yep.
Ron,
Wrong pick a
at,
side.
Same thing with the Washington Commanders, 1-2. They stand pat at 26. At number 25, again, this is ESPN. At number 25, the Detroit Lions at 1-2, uh, with their loss, moved down from number 20 to number 25. At number 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers moved from 18 to 24 with their loss. At number 23, the New England Patriots moved from 16 down from 16. Uh, Up from number 28. I don't know how this happens, but I guess we're going with it. 2-1 Chicago Bears at 22. At number
Where were they at? They at 22 now. Where were they at before 28?
28.
Okay.
Uh, Currently down from number 12 at 21. The New Orleans Saints at 1-2. The
Mm.
Indianapolis Colts move up 5 spots from the 25 to number 20. At 1-1-1. The 19th ranked Arizona Cardinals down from number
Mhm.
14 at 1-2.
22.
Um,
Okay.
Yes, the Bears is ridiculous. Uh, Up from number 22 to number 18, the 1 and 2 Tennessee Titans. Uh, Up from number 19 to number 17, the 2-1 New York Giants. Up from number 21 to 16, the 2-1 Dallas Cowboys. Uh, Down from number 15, from number 6 to number 15, obvious because of their woes currently, the Los Angeles Chargers. Down from number 10 to number 14 at 1 and 2, the San Francisco 49ers. Up from number 24 to number 13, the Jacksonville Jaguars at 2-1. The Denver Broncos move up one
Told
slot.
you about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's go.
The Denver Broncos move up one spot from 13 to 21. Cleveland Browns move up 6 spots from 17 to 11 at 2-1. And now getting into the top 10 of the ESPN Power Rankings. The Cincinnati Bengals are 1 and 2 and up 5 spots from number 15 to number 10. The Minnesota Vikings move up 2 spots from number 11 to number 9 at 2-1. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers drop 3 spots from number 5 to number 8. The Green Bay Packers hold steadfast at 7 at 2-1. The Baltimore Ravens move up 3 spots from number 9 to number 6. The Los Angeles Rams drop 1 spot from number 4 to number 5 at 2-1. The Kansas City Chiefs drop 2 spots from number 2 to number 4. In the top 3, the Philadelphia Eagles move up from number 8 to number 3 at 3-0. The Buffalo
Who's
Bills
number
drop
two?
one. The Buffalo Bills drop 1 spot from number 1 to number 2, and
Y'all got these
of
trash
course, the
doodoo Browns.
Miami Dolphins are 3-0 with a number
Get
1
out of here. How
ranked.
do the Rams be? How does the Buffalo be above the Eagles and we undefeated and they got a loss? How is that possible, bro? How does? Come on? How Eagles ain't won? What the hell? Come on, man. We should be 2 at least. There's no way we should be behind the Buffalo Bills when they just lost.
But
That's not
hold up,
possible, bro.
hold your horses. Now, if we go over to the NFL.com,
Yeah, they got us there. Let's
the
go. Let's go. Let's talk
NFL.com
about it.
has at number 30 the Washington Commanders at number 30, previously ranked 27 in the NFL. Correction, I'm sorry, I started too early. The Houston Texans are at 30, ranked number 32 in the NFL.com, ranked 32 last week. The New York Jets are ranked 31 when it was just 25 last week. The Washington Commanders will drop 3 spots from number 27 to number 30 in the NFL.com rankings. The Carolina Panthers move up 2 spots from 31 to 29. The Seattle Seahawks dropped 4 spots from number 24 to 28. The Chicago Bears move up 3 spots from number 30 to 27 in NFL.com. The Pittsburgh Steelers drop 3 spots, so that they go from 23 to 26. The Falcons move up 4 spots from 29 to 25 for the Falcons. The New England Patriots dropped 6 spots from number 18 to 24. The Indianapolis Colts move up 3 spots from 26 to 23. The New York Giants down 3 spots. The New York Giants dropped 3 spots from 19 to 22. I agree, Coach Uriah. I agree. The Las Vegas Raiders dropped 6 spots from 15 to 21. The Arizona Cardinals dropped 6 spots from number 14 to number 6. I mean, from number 20 to from number 16 to
Rich AP
number
is
correction. Commanders are the worst team. The New Orleans Saints dropped 13 spots. I'm gonna drop from number 6. Correction, drop from number 13 to number 19, 6 spots. The Jacksonville Jaguars move up 10 spots from number 28 to number 18. Goodness, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The
I
Cleveland
told you, sleeping on them
Browns
Jags.
go from number 22 to number 17. The Detroit Lions stand fast at 16 at 1 and 2, of course. The Las Vegas Chargers go from number 7 to number 15, dropping 8 spots. The Denver Broncos move up 3 spots from number 17 to number 14. The Dallas Cowboys move up 8 spots from 21 to 13. The Tennessee Titans move up 8 spots from number 20 to 18. That's going to be a drop. The 49ers drop 2 spots from number 9 to number 11. The Cincinnati Bengals move up 2 spots from number 12 to number 10. Why they got so much? The Vikings. The Vikings move up 2 spots from number 11 to number 9. Tampa Bay
How the
drops.
Vikings keep moving up?
I don't understand it either. Tampa Bay drops 4 spots from number 4 to number 8. The Baltimore Ravens moves up 3 spots from number 10
That's
to
what I
number
said, Coach
7.
Homer.
The Los Angeles Rams hold steadfast at number 6 in the NFL's ranking. The Kansas City Chiefs drops 3 spots from number 2 to number 5. As we get into the top 5, the Green Bay Packers move up 1 spot from number 5 to number 4. The top 3, the Miami Dolphins move up 3 spots from number 8 to number 3 ranking. So
there we go. There we go. Now that sounds about right there.
The Buffalo Bills drop 1 spot from number 1 to number 2, which leaves
EAGLES Eagles. Let's
the
go.
Philadelphia Eagles are number 1, moving up 2 spots from 3 to number 1. So who's lying? Who's telling the truth?
ESPN got it right. ESPN got it right.
ESPN got it right, or NFL got it right? NFL has Eagles number 1. ESPN has
NFL. Yeah, screw ESPN. NFL got it right. NFL got it right. My bad. NFL got it right. That NFL got it right, baby. That's right.
So who's your top 5? Who's your top 5 power ranking?
My top 5 is number 5 would probably be the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
5 would be the Chiefs. 4 would be the Rams. 3 would be the Bills. 2 would be the Dolphins. And us at 1.
So mine's a little bit different.
Of course it is. Keep that energy. Those Cowboys are coming to town near you very soon. Know that I will. You keep that energy too. Hopefully y'all got Dak, because we want Dak. Oh, we don't care who y'all got. We want both of them.
I'm looking at it at number.
Look at Coach Hunt and say, "Wait, Ron, you a Falcons fan?" He coming for you, Professor. Since he ahead of Cowboys and the Cowboys beat him. Hey.
I think my 5 will be.
Is which way? Ravens,
Eagles. Eagles is 1. Ravens 5, Rams 4, okay. Miami 3, Bills 2. So for me, it would be.
How you take hold on? Who did he take off that I had? Because he put the Ravens in there. Who he take off? He took off Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
You got the Ravens over the Chiefs? Okay, go ahead.
For me, I think for me, number 5 would be. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's something. Yes, for me, number 5 would be the Chiefs. Number 4 would be the Rams. Number 3 would be the Bills. However, number 2 would be the Eagles. Number 1 would be Miami.
Of course, you would say that. Of course, only you would say that. Let me ask you this: how you got Miami over? How do you have Miami over the Eagles? What makes you put the Miami Dolphins over the Eagles?
They played better teams than the Eagles. They just knocked off the number 1 team. So why do you play? So yes, they're saying their strength of schedule at this point, the 3 games we should play, is better than the undefeated Eagles.
Who they play? Hold on, who they play?
How did I know you was gonna go look? Why can't you just take my word?
No.
You go look.
I'm gonna look.
And think about it, y'all.
They beat the Ravens. They did beat the Ravens.
They beat the Ravens. They beat the Bills. Those 2 games alone.
Yeah,
you gotta think, because they had to come back against the Jets. Now that one, but then again, y'all had to come back against the Atlanta Falcons. But I think the Atlanta Falcons is a formidable team at this point. So, I just think over the fact, I just think it's just different. The wins are different.
You mean the Minnesota Vikings? We ain't played the Falcons.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was who y'all play in the first game of the season?
The first game of the season, we played Detroit.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So it's the same. So yeah, so same thing. Basically, it's just I think it's
We beat
just
the
they had
Vikings.
yeah.
Vikings is a formidable team.
No, they not. Don't even try to do that.
Y'all
So
just the Vikings just oh my god, y'all just had the Vikings was in the oh my god, okay.
I never thought the Vikings was a formidable team.
Hold on. Miami beat who did Miami play week 1? The Patriots. No, you don't
I
get me.
didn't say. I said
Okay,
what I
okay.
said. That's
I'm
why I
just
said.
saying.
That's why I
Okay.
said put the Eagles. I mean, not the Eagles. The Ravens and the Bills.
And the Ravens and the Bills. So y'all
Mhm.
paid 2 teams to our. We played the Detroit. We played Detroit, Minnesota, and who we just beat this past weekend?
Atlanta.
No, we did not play Atlanta. You keep saying
Who did
Atlanta.
y'all play?
This past week we played the Commanders.
Come on, that's the same.
Yeah. Okay. I
That's
get
the
it to
same.
you. I get it to you. I mean, you
Yeah. So that's why I'll say that.
Vikings quarterback QB is cousins. Enough said. Miami Eagles, Rams, Ravens, Chiefs.
And look at Eric. It remains to be seen, Eric. We play each other this year.
KC may be regretting letting Tyreek go. I don't think so. 49ers wouldn't stand a chance, fella.
So what we're not going to do is act like San Francisco doesn't have a defense. That's completely different. Completely different. So you know what I'm saying? We're not going to act like we don't have a defense. Presumably our defense is even better
We
than
gonna see this. Whoa,
Philadelphia's.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Our defense is
whoa,
better
whoa,
than
whoa, whoa,
Philadelphia's.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just
whoa.
saying.
We just got 9 sacks. So when y'all get 9 sacks in the game, we'll talk about it. Until then,
We're not going to act like that 9 sacks was fueled by a whole complete emotion. Come on now.
What do you
That's
mean a
not.
whole complete? How does a 9 sacks go?
Y'all was playing against Carson Wentz. Y'all had to sit up and show
That's
your.
our fault. That's our fault. That
No, I'm
wasn't
not
our
saying
fault.
that's your fault, but
We
I'm just
traded
saying.
him. We traded him out of our. We traded him out of our out of the NFC East. We traded him out of it. The coach sent him back over here, and so that's their fault. They wanted him to get that thrashing that he took. Eric, you a Vikings fan? Yeah, he a Vikings fan. Yeah, Coach Honey, he's a Vikings fan. Yeah, yeah. Eagles need to learn how to score in the second half. Y'all need to learn how to win the game against us. How about that? Eric wants us to talk about the Vikings so bad. He do. Oh my God, 9 sacks on a bad old line. That part. Hey, who fault is that? 49ers trash, but nothing else to add to it. Hey, didn't you beat him in fantasy though?
I did. Nothing else to add to it. Nothing else to add to it.
Oh, it's still 9 sacks, Zach. I don't care who it's against. Are they not a professional team? That's still 9 sacks, Zach. Regardless of the fact, it's still 9.
And that's why they say I get
It's
that.
9
Like
sacks
I
against
understand
a
if it was
professional team.
old, if it was the O line or whatever case like that. Honestly understood. And honestly, after 9 sacks, it's going to be hard to follow up because in state is they're going to do whatever they can to not allow another 9 sack game, regardless against what offense you're playing against next.
That part, right.
Defense you're playing against. So it's like once it happens, it's not likely to happen again. No matter who the opponent is and how dominant the defense is, it's not likely to happen again. They're going to do what they can to protect the quarterback. So,
yeah. Coming on this show is true. Don't nobody believe in Minnesota teams. I like what y'all doing with the Wolves. Coach Hunt is still on one, yo. Oh my gosh. Over and under. The Cowboys up this week against them bums. Oh yeah. Well, let's see if y'all can get 9 sacks. Let's see. Y'all got a better defense. Y'all got Michael Parsons and all. Let's see if y'all can get 9 sacks.
Time will tell. Pressures.
Yeah, but let's see if y'all can get them 9 sacks like we did. Hunter never believes your words. You were just saying Clay is not a great player. Oh shoot, y'all crazy. Parsons getting 9 by himself. Y'all didn't even get 9 on Jones last night by himself. Stop it, bro. He not though, Eric. Oh man, Eric. I thought we wasn't going back there, Eric. Why are you going back to Clay, man? Well, I thought we wasn't going back there, Eric. Stop it. You said we wasn't going back. Let's not go back. Oh my gosh, y'all look crazy, bro. Y'all look crazy. But I like NFL. Let's go with the Eagles being number 1. Let's go. Let's go. I love it.
I might say I got my own Fisher Fry, so I gotta sit up and I gotta sit up and walk back slowly but surely. It's got my fault. You right, Bishop. My fault.
I'm feeling this energy this morning. That's what's up, Coach Hunter. We are hoping that everybody feel the energy when y'all come in here on First Formation, man.
I'm glad. I'm feeling energy too because I didn't say it because I mean anything I could have said I could have got away with almost murder this morning because Coach Ryan, woo.
He was on one today, boy. He was on one today. No word about hey. You know,
today would have been the day for me to come in with extensions. I could have got away with that. It wouldn't have been noticed because Coach Ryan would have been like,
don't worry, Boomer Sooner. We did speak about Boomer Sooner. We finna bounce back, baby. Do know we will be in the CFP. Do know 49ers will lose to the Rams. 1-4.
1-3. But I mean, it's possible.
They making bold predictions. What's your bold prediction? Well, it's still early. It's Tuesday. We'll wait. We'll get Trey's bold predictions since he likes to call bold predictions. We'll get Trey's bold predictions later on in the week. Just like my fantasy record, Trey.
Yeah. I mean, you only 1-3. So is he 1-3 or 1-2? Is he 1-3?
Oh, Anthony said you taking the L in fantasy next week. He said you taking that L, Trey. He said you taking that L. Bold prediction: the 49ers will beat the Rams. Oh, Rich AP got your 49ers beating up on them Super Bowl champions.
That's not a bold prediction, in my opinion, though.
That is a bold prediction, though.
That is not.
That is a bold prediction. They are Super Bowl champions.
But they've only won once in the last couple of years against us. Which was the NFC conference championship game.
Only prediction is Trey is known for it. Is known for the weather. Good Lord.
See, I'm trying to figure out in the last few minutes how does it become about me. But you know what I'm saying?
It did come about you like within the last minute or two.
Yeah, we went the whole show and where I did not.
Hey, y'all stay tuned, man. Trey gonna give y'all his bold predictions, man. He got his bold predictions.
I said, matter of fact, I'll come with a bold prediction definitely tomorrow. I have to scour. It's something. I don't know what sport it's gonna be in, but it's gonna be in one. We're gonna see if it has something. Prediction.
Okay, come on, Rich. Like my players say, 49ers beating the Rams, stop the cap. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. What time y'all play? Let me see. Oh, y'all got the late.
We a Monday night game.
Oh no, y'all got Sunday. Oh no.
No, Monday. It's a Monday night game.
Is it a Monday night game?
Yes, sir. Yep. Prime time.
Yep, it's gonna be on prime time. Nobody's safe. Jimmy G, the G that sacks himself out of bounds, like the Rams' chances. Sorry. Ron is on Jimmy G, man. 49ers always play the Rams well. I can't wait for the picks. It's coming, man. It's coming. It's a hard week coming up, man. Week 4 is a difficult week, man. It's unpredictable. With all these losses outside of Philly and, of course, the Miami Dolphins. Everybody else, wait, did we discuss the butt punt? Yeah, we discussed that yesterday, Coach Hunter. The butt punt. Yeah, we had to take butt fumble Sanchez. He done. They done moved it now. It's probably off butt fumble Sanchez now. It's probably on the butt punt fiasco.
As well as Dan Orlovsky being removed from the safety.
Yeah, that too.
So, so it's about that time. So we greatly appreciate y'all rocking with us this morning. Y'all know where to catch us every Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 hours. You know what? Today has been very me to come up. We have some new stuff coming up for. I'm going to have to hit Bishop up and we're going to put something together. Just more content, but I think this one y'all going to really enjoy. But of course, as anything, He said that punch from USC. See the disrespect. There we go. See the disrespect.
They breed butt people. They be butt fumble people. Either he from USC or the the dude that the ball hit the butt off of. He's from USC. One of them two's from USC. Appreciate you, Eric, man. Thanks, man. Oh my God, appreciate you, Zach. Man, no doubt, man. We thank y'all, man, for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for watching First Formation Monday through Friday from 09 to 1100 hours for you civilian personnel. That's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Be sure to check us out. Be sure to tune in. Like I said, excuse me, like I said, Trey's going to be coming with his bold predictions coming later on in the week, as well as we're going to come with our picks. We're going to pick Thursday's game here probably on Thursday. And then, of course, on Friday, be sure to stay tuned and be here, everybody, as we pick our NFL choices for this upcoming week 4's games. So with that being said, Trey, what you got, man?
We look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. It's another day. More to talk about. Maybe we bring up a couple of more of the teams. See, we'll pull up their media day. Talk about the Minnesota team. As we know, the situation went on with Anthony, Anthony, and a couple other things. Maybe even Boston, and find out what they said or what was said at their media day. So more to feel. Greatly appreciate y'all rocking with us this morning. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. That's all I got for it, bro.
All right, man. We'll holler back at y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Sorrow Fire Military Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all be peace.